And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the motherfucking Barnone Show 2020. We back in this bitch again.
Welcome back, yo. Welcome back.
As you see, man, we got a full house in this motherfucker today, man.
Full house, and we ain't talking about the fucking TV series, nigga. Real talk. Stop.
Man. What's today, Tuesday?
Yeah, today Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.
Damn, yesterday was Monday.
Well, we should just call it Tequila Tuesday because we got tequila every
Pretty
Tuesday.
much.
Real talk.
Oh, yeah, this episode is sponsored by
Luna Zoo, man. Fuck with us, bro.
100% de agave. Blanco. Fuck us. Need that sponsorship.
Already.
But yeah, man, how y'all living?
Living good, man. Shit. Had a alright week, man. You feel me? Can't complain. Had a lit weekend. Shout out to the block party on the E. Shit went down.
Shit was litty. Wish I was
more leg than a bucket of KFC chicken. I trying to tell you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna leave that for another day.
A lot of chicken swinging in this bitch right now. Erica, this damn Chinese food. Oh, as well as fried food right now, bro. Well, we got special guests in the building.
Most definitely, ladies and gentlemen, we got a real life hooper in this motherfucker.
Real team does.
Give your bitch ass buckets, nigga. Give you buckets. We got the Kid Cohen in the building today. How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good. I can't complain.
That's what's up. And you said this is your first podcast?
Yeah, it's my first podcast.
Word, say no
Hey,
more.
let's
Hey,
go.
man, exclusive.
Let's
if
get
you
it.
guys saying. Yeah, no, this is the first Wildcat we had.
Is it?
No, second, because we had Willie. Willie went to West Side. Yeah. The second Wildcat in the building. You know how to change the colors up today in the building. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Already.
You
Black
usually
and
go
purple.
blue and white, but it's alright. It's alright.
That's alright. We for the city, man. Real talk though, all day.
That's true.
So, okay, man, give the people an introduction. Let them know who you are.
My name is Dekeiya Cohen. I'm from Charleston, born and raised in West Ashley. I moved from one side to the other my whole life. I went to Baylor, and then now I play overseas. This is my third season. I just finished. So.
Where you at overseas?
I was in Israel this past year, Rishon LeZion. Yeah.
So how was it? How you like it?
I liked it. It was a good experience. It was a crazy experience. It was like a lot of ups and downs this season, but overall we finished with the championship. So it was a good year.
That's
what's up. Clap it up.
Champion in the building.
What you been dropping on them? What's your average?
I averaged like 14 and 10, I think.
Damn, nigga.
Double.
Yeah, double.
Not a mercy.
All right.
Behind the back dime.
All right, real talk though. But shit, like how was that? Like, did y'all do like a series in the championship game or like?
Yeah, it was a series. Well, the championship we won was like the cup championship. So it's like a tournament that goes on throughout the whole season. You play like a cup game here, wait a couple weeks, play a cup game, and at the end it's like the final four people play together. And then we return back to the regular season championship. It's hard to explain, but we'll like start a best out of 5 series. We stopped it to play the cup, and then we continue the series.
Okay.
So.
All right, that's what's up though.
Yeah.
Real talk though.
So what age did you start playing ball?
Like 5, I'd say. Yeah. I started off as like a cheerleader, and then I quit for my own mom. My mom's my coach, and I was like, I don't want to do this no more. I had 2 older brothers, so after being a cheerleader, I would go with the guys and like play throw up tackle and stuff and 2-hand touch. And I was like, I don't want to be a cheerleader no more. So I started playing sports, and that was it.
All right, that's what's up. I remember your boy playing back in the G now, cause me, Marley, all us around that side right there, we used to play all the time. Then I remember you used to be like, let me play, and your brother like, no, bro, you don't play. You feel what I'm saying? Now you better than his ass now. Real talk.
Facts. Yeah, that's how I grew up, like playing outside all day, every day. I really think that like defined me as like a basketball player because like when I was younger, like I was the only girl playing outside, and his cousin Daryl came into the neighborhood, and he can like put the ball between his legs and do different stuff. And everybody's like, oh, he's so young, he can put the ball between his legs. And I was like, I could do that too. It just helped me start pushing myself. And me and him play 1-on-1 all day, every day. And I play against like my brothers, 2-on-2 with Marley. Like, it was cool.
Marley
yeah.
playing ball?
No, Molly
All
could have played a little zone. He could have
Yeah.
give you,
He's
give you a
retired
little
now.
couple buckets. Give you a couple buckets on your ass if you've been lacking.
Facts.
All I see is Sperry's and high socks, man.
That's the new Molly down, bro.
All right,
Real,
bet.
real talk.
I remember the old Molly. No dreads.
All right, Fade looking like Mario.
Mario.
Have you ever thought about any other sport?
Yeah, I played. I ran track when I was younger, and I was pretty good at track. Like, I made it to nationals when I was a kid. Like, running the 200 meters. I got to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and everything. But in high school, I had to make a decision, like, do track or do AAU basketball.
That damn West Ashley boy gets
Yeah.
you every time. Yeah.
So I stopped playing. I stopped running track. I kept playing volleyball, and like that was my two sports: basketball, volleyball. But I gave track another go my junior year. It was fun, but my senior year I tore my ACL, so I didn't have time to do track. Yeah.
Damn.
I know that feeling. So how was that recovery process for you after tearing your ACL?
It was like a slow process. Like, I tore my ACL like 6 games into my senior year.
Shit.
I was like 30 points from making like 2,000 points or something, like that close. Even to the point where we still considered, like, can I go in there and just like
Just get buckets right quick. Right,
but it was like, nah, it's not smart because I was already going to Baylor.
Yeah.
So, I just did what I could do, like rehabbing here. And then when I went to college, like, they helped me with the rest of the way. And of course, they got like the best of the best facilities and stuff like that. So I finished up there, and I never had to really sit out my freshman year. So that was good.
So, like, how many months, year did it really take to fully
I'd
recover?
have to say probably like 8 months to fully recover.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, like, actually, like, putting pressure on it.
To cut.
It's the cut for me.
It's
Because
the
that
cutting,
shit,
yeah.
that shifting. I got a torn ACL right now, so I know exactly and I skate like crazy.
Oh, wow.
So, like, sometimes it pops out of place. You got to pop it back in place and shit
If you
like
take
that.
a wrong step,
Facts.
without the ACL there, you step off the sidewalk, your knee will like extend. There's nothing to stop it. So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I know exactly that feeling.
I don't even want to experience that shit, though. Real talk, though.
Yeah.
Not
So what was that like? Going through your mindset throughout that transition, what was that like? Because I mean, 8 months, no basketball. Like, were you thinking like, how am I going to transition? Going into Baylor with the torn ACL, like, what was that like?
I definitely thought about it. I felt like it was like a setback for me, but I didn't let it set me back. Like, in my mind, I'm like, everyone who's going in is already training all summer, like getting ready and getting comfortable with the plays on the court, and I'm just like watching on the side, like recovering. So it was something to get used to mentally, physically. It was grueling. Like, I never had knee trouble before my ACL. Like, I never had injuries like that in general. So just like learning how to like stay on the sideline, still be supportive, still be engaged, and not just like sit back and like, I'm not playing, so I'm not gonna be part of the team. Like, you gotta learn to like do other things that can help. Like, be more vocal on the sideline, be more encouraging, do whatever you can do, get there and shoot without jumping if you can do that. Just work your way around it, really, so you won't get down too bad.
Yeah. Being the motivational piece for your team. So it's all about the team always. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't,
exactly.
really based upon like you're down, but it's still a lot of other people on your team. What, 12 people on the team and shit?
Yeah, 12,
Yeah.
14 to 14.
No doubt. Hell yeah. So who was your coach at West Ashley?
Maria Williams.
Yeah, Miss Williams. Okay,
Yeah.
I know her very well. She taught what was it? Social studies.
Yeah,
Or
social
history?
studies, yeah.
Very hard coach though.
Yeah, she
Very
was
hard
tough
on the
coach.
ladies though. Like, I mean, she pushed them to be, successful women out here. So I mean, what was like that? What was that like for you as her being your coach?
Her being my coach was a great experience. Just having like another black woman that's like guiding us. It was a great experience. She was very in touch with us outside the court. Like, she cared about us outside the court, and that's like something that doesn't happen everywhere. And I still talk to her to this day. Like, I see her all the time. I keep in contact with her. She was a great coach. She was a great coach.
No, she's been there for a minute, man. She taught some like legends. I mean, you talking like Tony was there, Amber was there, Big Amber Campbell was there. Like, I mean, she's coached a lot of great women players, but to transition from West Ashley, a 4A school, into Baylor, you know, coming from Charleston, South Carolina, that's pretty big. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
what was that like though for you? Like, was it a lot of like pressure on you?
No, it wasn't pressure because I felt like I belonged there.
You was there, yeah. You was ready for it.
So it's like nothing like you said. It's not that common to come from here and go there.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like since I was young, I knew what I wanted to do. Like I had like tunnel vision since I was a kid. Like I wanted to play professional basketball. So like I was on the right track. So I felt like it was only a matter of time. But when I was younger, I was a big Tar Heels fan, and so that took a turn in high school. And I ended up going to Baylor, but yeah, it was a big.
You was considering USC?
USC or UNC? UNC. No, because by the time it was time for me to decide, they signed like 5 players the year before me, and like kind of the position I play. So I didn't really consider them too much. And I went on a camp there, and it was cool, but like I like Baylor better.
I got you.
So
yeah.
What other schools were you considering?
Yeah.
My final 5 was South Carolina, Louisville, Miami, Georgia Tech, and Baylor.
Oh, those great schools.
Yeah.
Great schools.
Ooh, shit! If you had gone to South Carolina, and I just tell you, I've been living up in Columbia at the time. Me and your brother would have been right there. Woo! Doing a Sunny Hall in that motherfucker.
Bro, I think about that sometimes. I think about how if I went to South Carolina, like it would have been easier for people to come see me play.
Yeah.
Because I do have like a good support system here, so I would have liked for people to be able to come see me play more in college. But like realistically, it was a good change of pace, a good change of scenery. You know, to live in Texas for 4 years, it's just meant to be, I guess. Like I made a decision that I don't regret. So.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And what part of Texas was this?
Waco, Texas, in
Waco.
Central Texas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How far is that from Houston?
Like 3 hours.
Okay. So like going to Charlotte from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So transitioning overseas from Baylor, what was that like? I mean, you're talking different language, different culture, different sun up, sun down. Like it's way different world over there.
Yeah, it is definitely a different world. My transition, it actually wasn't too bad because I think I'm an adjustable, like a person that's good with adjustments and making changes when I have to be. So when I went over there, like, it was different. Like, you never really know what you're getting yourself into when you go overseas. And a lot of people don't know that. Like, you never meet the coach. You might talk to him on the phone, but it's still not face-to-face. You don't meet the other players you're playing with. So it's like when you get there, you don't know where you're living most of the time. But if you don't like it, you can always, adjust it. But it's just when you go there, you're kind of, like, blind. So when I get there, I try to, like, connect with my teammates. But more importantly, I always connect with people that just live there everywhere I go. So they can, like, show me the ins and outs. They can take me to restaurants. I maybe meet their family, invite me over for dinner. Like, I just make real connections that make my time overseas easier instead of just seeing the same people, like, over and over and over, like my teammates only, So that's something that helps me. That's probably the biggest adjustment, just going somewhere you don't know anything about. Yeah. But eventually you get comfortable there, so it's kind of bittersweet when you leave. Yeah.
All right. How was it like the fan love there?
The fan love is good. Some of the people still keep in contact with me, like from my first year, like in Spain. Like they still DM me, they still like my pictures, they still say like encouraging things, because if you like leave your mark like you're supposed to, like treat the fans well, you play your hardest, they respect it. But if they feel like you like come out there, you're like lackadaisical, you don't really care, then they're not gonna respect it. Yeah. But if you give your all, they're gonna be like, I like that girl, like she gives us like her heart, so they'll keep in contact with you and like follow you, things like that. Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried to get into the WNBA?
Yeah, so the WNBA, it's like a process. It's not as easy as people think it is. Like, you can be one person. It could be like 7 people trying out for one spot, right? And one of those people trying out could be like a rookie they just drafted that they see potential in. So it's like really like a cutthroat, like hard to get into place, but it's still possible. So like every year they'll like choose people from overseas too to like go and try out, but you have to get chosen to try out. So you have to prove yourself, then you have to get try out, then you go and try out, you have to make the team, and there'll be like 3 cuts for like, 1 and 2
get that
spots.
14 and 10 on your team and stop playing.
Yeah, but
14 and
it's
10.
like my teammate my teammate Israel, she just got drafted. I mean, not drafted, but she got signed to Phoenix Mercury.
Okay.
But she was averaging like almost 30. She was an MVP of the league, you know. So like you really gotta put up numbers. She played the 1, but she was like 6'1", 6 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she can shoot. She's like versatile.
Yeah.
So
30 buckets though.
yeah, this is my first year in first division. So I feel like I'm just still like getting my feet wet, like proving myself.
Double your first is that's tough.
That's
tough
as fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
And I made like third team all Israel. And like the company I'm with, the third team were like really people that played in WNBA. So I'm just like, that was my first year over there. So I'm not like counting it out yet.
Yeah.
But if I don't make it, then I'm okay with that too, as long as my career keeps going up and up overseas. Because to be honest, you have to play year round if you play WNBA. Like my teammate came home for 3 days and had to go to Phoenix. So it's like you got to play overseas because that's where you make your real money, like the most money. Then you go home for like a little bit, then you go back to WNBA, and then you play WNBA, then you go overseas.
Right.
So it's like
hooping all day.
you're hooping all day, all year. So I kind of like having my summers to myself, just to relax, just to recover mentally, physically, and then go back to next year. But at the same time, WNBA is always everyone's dream. So like even just to get a tryout or to like make it, it's still something I like to do. Yeah.
Do you feel like the NBA is showing more support towards the WNBA nowadays?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like they wear the hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the games. Kobe was big with that too.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I definitely think they like show way more support than ever.
Yeah.
And I think it's making a huge difference. Like I just bought my niece and her sister like 2 WNBA basketballs that was in Dick's Sporting Goods.
That's beautiful.
You would never see that like a couple years ago.
Facts.
So it's something that's a change.
I remember like you only saw like really women's basketball like in schools and stuff like that. Like I never saw them in Walmart and stuff like that.
Right.
Maybe I wasn't really checking for it, but they always had the white leather strip on that shit, right?
Yeah,
I believe so. So
like
yeah,
that.
like I never really saw a lot of basketballs like that for me growing up personally. But just to see the transition of like a lot of teams that. Like Charlotte used to have a women's team also.
Charlotte's team.
Yeah, and I don't think they're there anymore. So you see like transitions out of the cities and stuff like that in the WNBA. But I think it's really big for the support of the fellas to big up WNBA and just really anybody across the world because you guys are athletes too. Women can do a lot of things that men are capable of doing.
Right.
Like really. So who's been like some of your inspirations growing up?
You mean like WNBA players or
Just
like
in general? Just in general. Hoopers, anybody, rather.
In general, I have to say, first of all, my brothers and my parents. Because my brothers, they really push me to like push myself. Like I see what they're doing, I want to do it. And they didn't take it easy on me. Like there's not, like you're not supposed to.
Right.
So they didn't, and that helped me get better and be tougher.
I gotta ask, who's your brothers?
KJ Cohen.
Okay.
And Tywin Williams, yeah.
Small world.
Yeah.
Small world.
Wow, okay.
Cold world.
That's my boy. Big up Ty, man. Always, man. Big up Ty.
Yeah.
Word up.
They're good athletes, so.
Ty's been that nigga since I moved to Charleston because he was in grade with my oldest brother, too. He was at Drayton Hall. But, I mean, multi-athlete, like, any sport, Ty, that nigga, dog. Track, football, basketball. Wrestling, anything, really. Like, bro was nice, dog. Like, no cap, but damn, Marty hooping with them boys. Like, that shit is too crazy to me, bro. Like, that shit, wow.
You don't understand how close, like, our family was and his family. Like, we used to, like, his house was, like, right through a cut that was right behind our neighbor's house. He used to be at our house all the time. We used to be at his house, like, all the time, like, almost every day. He got our grandparents' house. Like, he was, like, our... part of the family.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
There's been a whole lot of ballers and hoopers and stuff on that street, though.
No doubt.
Because Big Garrett, them boy had around the corner, too.
And Neesmith, too.
Yeah.
Big up Garrett. Garrett played USC.
And then he got drafted in to, I think, the 49ers or something like that.
So, yeah. Shout out to Garrett. He came to support me at Baylor, too.
Okay.
Word, that's what's up, though. Shout out Big Garrett. If you watching this, Big Dog, with a camera. Big Dog, you watching this? Respect you, big dog. The camera up the camera radio. What's the respect to you, big dog?
Yeah, no big area to all them boy, man. Damn, that's fucking. My mind's blown. I'm sorry, yo.
Yeah. Small world, man.
Very, very small world, bro. Ty went, golly, bro. That's fucking crazy.
You ever tried out for the Olympics?
No. They're gonna take the WNBA players first.
Oh,
They're gonna take the best of the best.
But
and even Candace Parker got cut, and that's crazy.
Damn.
So.
But wouldn't you couldn't you play for another team since you're already overseas, or is it like you have to be from there, innit?
No, I can play wherever I want.
Okay.
So it's like I never played in the same place twice.
Right.
Like I played in Spain, then Turkey, then Israel.
Okay.
Because I took a year off last year because I had like my third knee surgery.
Damn.
Yeah.
Same knee?
Yeah, same knee.
ACL?
Nah, this one was an arthroscope just to clean up some stuff inside my knee. Yeah.
Damn.
But it took me a while to recover, like longer than I expected because it was my third one.
Right.
So I just took the whole season off last season. And it was COVID, so it was like perfect timing to take a season off.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. So transitioning to that, like what was that like overseas for you? Because COVID would have been 2 years ago now. So that would have been, where was you 2 years ago?
In Turkey.
Turkey. So what was that like for you? In Turkey. I mean, was it COVID like crazy as fuck like it was for us?
At first it was calm
Uh-huh.
and like it was a little crazy in America, but then we started seeing the effects like the hookah bar, like everyone goes Turkey, like hookah is their thing.
Yeah.
It's like shisha, whatever. So everyone like they started making like mandates there. Now it's different and like more hand sanitizer, more this, more that. And next thing you know, like all that's closed. So like then we started feeling like the real effects like everyone else.
Yeah.
Then they cut the season short. We came back home.
So what? So it started. COVID started what? March was the shutdown. What time period was that for y'all in Turkey when you started to see the effects?
We started. It was like during playoffs for us. Like we started seeing the effects around March.
Damn.
Well, around February, kind of is when they sent us home.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even wait for it to get like too bad because they didn't want us to get stuck there, like not be able to travel and things
Get
like
on
that.
home because they were shutting down borders.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
had that same
Like
problem.
when we went in the airport, we were looking at the boards like cancel.
Cancel. Hell yeah.
So we're like, we gotta get out of here. Yeah.
See, because I was in Colombia, the last flight leaving out of Colombia was coming to the United States, and that was, you seeing all these canceled flights, and now you're thinking like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I ain't tripping when you can live off 50-cent tacos and 50-cent beers and shit. Like, I got, I'm cool. Our dollar weighs more over there and shit.
Word.
So it's like, and the borders didn't open until September. So you're really thinking from March to September to be trapped over there. Yeah, like
Damn near resident.
50
Right.
cents
Right.
gonna run out.
that's what I'm saying. But you gotta spread them out. You gotta spread it out. But I mean, even in that state though, like, what was your like mindset? Did you think like, okay, well, because were you thinking like I'm coming back to Turkey to ball, or you already knew you were going somewhere else after that season?
I knew I wasn't going back to that team.
Okay,
But I didn't know where I was going next yet.
I got you.
So I had to like switch agents during summer. Like it was more to it than just going back to Turkey. Like I wanted to go somewhere I knew I was better than what my old agent was trying to like get me to take. So like it was more to it than just like I want to go back to Turkey or not.
Yeah.
I was just trying to push myself to the next level.
Next level shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. That's what it's about though.
I know you've been overseas or whatnot, hooping or whatnot, but like, how you feel about like that Brittany Griner situation? Yeah.
That situation is crazy because like, we went to the same college. Like I met her before, and like her fiance, like I met her before too. So it's like very real. Like it's not far fetched for me. Like, and I play overseas, so it's really not far fetched. So it's really unfortunate to think of like how scary it is that you can get stuck and there's nothing no one can do about it. So like you really gotta stay like follow the country's rules you're in. To be honest with you, like you gotta know where you're going, know what you can do, know what you can't do.
Facts.
Stay in the guidelines to be safe because like at the end of the day you're not home, so there's not much people can do for you.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you think if she didn't have to work so hard, as far as saying if players were receiving enough money to where they don't have to play overseas ball, like you said, you got a full rotation of basketball. You get the off-season players are playing overseas during off-season of WNBA. But if you think if there was receiving bigger pay, the situation would never happen. What do you think about that?
I agree. I don't think it'd happen if like I'm pretty sure they want to have an off season, just like the NBA has an off season. But I think we're a ways away from that because Russia, where she's at, they like pay the most money. Like they can make $1 million in 6 months or something, like over $1 million in 7 months. So it's like I don't think the WNBA is ready to compete with that.
Right. But she
one
has
day,
to go over there to
hopefully.
get that.
Yeah, she has to go over to get it. And she's been there multiple years, not her
Facts.
first year in Russia.
100%.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They're like, why would she go there now? But she plays there every year, and so does a lot of other people. So it's not like she just is doing something out of the ordinary.
Right.
But I think one day I would love for that to happen, like for WNBA players to make more. I think we're on the right track now, but I think we still have some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the sponsorship world like for female basketball players? Because the NBA, even college now with that NIL stuff, is like everybody's getting these big endorsements. What's that like for female ballers? For female ballers,
I think it has a lot to do with, first of all, of course, like talent, but also like your physical appeal. Like if you're pretty, if you have a lot of followers on Instagram, then you're probably going to attract more sponsorships. Even if you aren't like the star of your team, if you have 100,000 followers on Instagram, they're still going to ask you to be like, you know, to like represent their brand because they know you like have a good public outreach. So it's like for guys, it's a little different. Like they don't, of course, they still care about how people look, but it's mostly like all like who's good.
That's fucked up.
That's something that's different.
That's fucked up.
But it's the truth. I mean, that's how America works. You know, they love the pretty women.
There's a lot of trash people that got endorsements.
Facts.
That play in it.
There's a lot of ugly ass niggas.
That also.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, that's so crazy. Like, for whatever reason, I watch like jokey shows like All American and shit like that. And one of the most recent episodes, is dealing with NIT because they kind of stay current with everything that's happening and shit like that. But it was interesting to show like it was a girl trying to boost up Spencer's Instagram because for him to land a bigger spot on the college team, he needed a bigger presence on social media. And when he got a bigger presence, he started getting playing time. It's really crazy to see that it takes so much outside world shit to make your talent be shown. You know what I mean?
It's
like
facts.
It's fucked up. And I don't think if you're like, you know, y'all not deserving of shit like that.
Like
really.
even when it comes to like making it into the WNBA, like sometimes it's more than just
it's politics.
Yeah, sometimes politics. Like we play against WNBA players all the time overseas, like in our league. But none of us on my team was WNBA players, but we were ranked number 1 like the whole season.
Right.
So it's like how like we're not a WNBA, you know, but that's just how it is. You just gotta keep proving yourself. You can like take that and let it, like you can be like, oh, I'm never gonna make it, or you can be like, I'm just gonna prove it. And that's what we did this past year. Like, we proved that we were better.
Yeah.
And then my teammate, she did get an offer. So it's like, you know, hard work does pay off.
Facts.
So you just gotta keep grinding, really.
Yeah,
man.
You're almost in there, bro. That shit remind me, like when you say like you in a team or whatnot, and your partner, you know, get gone to the WNBA. Like my partner had make a song on Plies record. He been one song away, and I've been that same song ran off on the plug twice. Trying to tell you, been that close away from getting in the door. That could have been that song right there. That could have, you know what I mean? That's why, like you say, you got to keep on grinding.
Right.
And get that shit pushing, man.
Right.
Real tough. Word.
I'm still fucked up over this damn sponsorship shit. That's really fucked up.
I mean,
Fuck
that's
your
the real
hooping
world.
skills. Are you bad? Like, bro, that shit matter.
It does matter. It does matter.
Hooping, nigga.
And if there's no basketball player that plays that's a women that would tell you anything's different. Like, it does have a lot to do with it. And we just accept that. Like, we just accept it. It's not like we're mad at it. We can't be mad. Like, why would we be mad at that? We're not haters.
Yeah.
We just acknowledge that it's true.
Facts.
You know, it's true.
Sex sells, dog. Word.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Crazy like shit, man. But don't worry.
That's actually just nuts to me because it's just society. It just shows you our society that we live in. Truth be told, though. But what is it like? You know, I mean, I always have to ask questions when, you know, black people are overseas because typically, you know, we're not overseas like that. So what was that like for a, you know, a black woman to be over there? And, you know, what did you endure? Any racism? Did people frown upon you or any crazy shit like that?
You get a lot of stares.
Right.
So you have to get used to getting stared at. First of all, we're black.
Right.
Second of all, we're tall.
Right.
You know, we're athletic built, like we have broad shoulders or like whatever. So it's like you get a lot of people like just looking at you, and you can be one of those people that's like mad every time, or you can get used to it and just like ignore
Embrace it, right?
So that's what I usually do. I just like ignore it. Like I know why they're staring. Like I am unique to them, so I'm not gonna be oblivious to that. But as of racism, I haven't really experienced much racism overseas, which I've been like blessed about that.
No doubt.
Like I usually get people who are, you know, welcoming, or like the store down the street from me, like the person that works there is nice. Like I haven't had much experience with racism overseas. America might be a little worse. I'm just playing.
Don't play.
Bing
bong. That's big facts.
I honestly believe that America's the only one that actually has a major problem. Other countries, they love everybody. They just.
Well, I'm not gonna say that because
I'm saying they hate America. They just love everybody else that's in their country.
No, I wouldn't say that. Because there's a problem, like, you know, there is racism in certain places.
Yeah.
There is racism in countries.
Awful. I heard Australia is like one of the most racist places in the world to be.
No, I think America's probably number one.
Oh yeah, most definitely, no doubt about that.
But Australia, I heard great things about Australia. I haven't never heard anything bad about it. But you're probably right. It's probably parts that are very racist.
No, it's U.S. They've been number one on the boat boards for 600 years.
U.S. is number one, so it's like
all our life.
Longer than 600 years. Shit.
Yeah, I just think Australia's a fucked up place because of their wildlife. Like you just.
I don't want to.
Australia started off as a prison continent anyway, just for a big ass prison. So you have to understand they have a history of being angry because they're a bunch of convicts.
Yeah.
When they started out.
Yeah.
My old teammate was Australian at Baylor. My co-captain, she came in with me as a freshman. She's Australian, and she was super cool. Very laid back, very adventurous, typical what you think about Australians. Like, she likes the wildlife. She likes getting out, walking around bare feet, do whatever. And she's real cool. So, you know, I had a good experience with Australians. But
regular Steve Irwin.
Never been to Australia.
Damn, but out there with them gators and kangaroos and shit.
Spiders.
Big ass.
That shit kicked your ass.
Spiders that come in the bed with you, just lay there. Like, what's up going on?
Snakes and shit. Oof.
That's crazy though. But shit, since you've been on the off season right now, what you been up to lately?
Right now, I'm still like in recovery mode. I'm not gonna lie. Like every time I get home, I always take like time just to get my body, like let my body recover mentally, because being overseas is a lot on your mental. That's something that people don't think about. Like we are away from our family for like 7 months, 8 months. The men are like 10 months, you know? And we miss the food, we miss our friends, we miss the music. We're dealing with coaches that are yelling at us. It's different than having a boss. Yeah. I worked a job before, so I know, like, it's different than having a boss. Like, your coach can say, like, kind of whatever if they really want to. And you can take it or leave it. Yeah. Like, you can always leave. Facts. But it might be, like, you still in the contract, so you have to work it out. But it's like you have to learn to deal with it, learn to work with them, or just leave. Y'all mutually agree to leave, part ways. But that's something that's tough too. So when I come home, I'm just like, I don't want to do nothing. Like I'm on someone else's time for like 6-7 months. Like we get like 1 day off a week, maybe 2, but not 2 consecutive. Like I'm running every day. Someone's yelling at me like almost every day. So it's like when I come home, like I just on my own time for at least a month. I still try to work out and stay in shape, but I'm not going like 5 days a week yet.
I got you.
Soon I'm about to start training again.
Build back up and shit like that. But so what's some of the things you enjoy, like being home, like the beach? Is it like sitting on the couch? Is it just sleeping all day? Like what's some of the things that really get you like in your relaxed mode on your off season?
Sleeping and waking up whenever I want to.
No, that's right.
You know, like when I'm overseas, I sleep up until the point of practice most of the time. So I wake up, I get ready to go to practice, you know. Then my day starts after practice most of the time because we usually stay up late, you know, because if you're practicing in the evening, you can stay up as late as you want as long as you make it to practice, you know. So it's like coming home, like just sleeping in. Then, like, the food, everything's, like, at your fingertips. Like, all your favorite food is, like, right there at your fingertips. That's something that's not there overseas. Like, you can't go to Piggly Wiggly and get a dinner.
I'm so glad you said Piggly Wiggly because people don't understand that shit's still bussin'.
Facts. Underrated.
No, and you got to come to that West to get that goodie.
Both. Real
Woo!
talk,
I'll be there Sunday.
That one on Rivers up there. More food used to be good.
Yeah, that one in that West.
They
That
have
shit
one
bust.
downtown, right?
Yeah, they used to.
That was the first one.
That shit slap.
Nah, they got the
Piggly
recipe
Wiggly
in the
downtown.
West, so you miss that flavor from the city. You can go to the West.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think that Piggly Wiggly up in North Charleston is hitting like that one.
No, Ham say
in the
hitting.
West.
It ain't.
Hitting.
Ham eating
Oh, yeah, they do
from the
have
China
one
man,
over
so
there.
we really can't take
He
that.
used to work there back in the G, so he know.
So did Lamont.
He didn't work at that one though.
I don't remember what Shawty's name was, but she used to look out for me too. I used to go back there. She used to fill my plate up. Honey, you got paid for. Break room. Bust down.
I went there on my lunch break the other day, and a nigga really was like, "Yeah, he sent me with $2. What $2 can you buy me?" And the nigga bought a drum leg. She weighed out a drum leg, man. Like that shit came out to like $1.16 or something.
That sure remind me of what that movie is with Chris Rock and he coming in for
one rib.
one rib.
A rack of rib? No, one rib.
What you talking about, bro? Word.
Nah, Piggly Wiggly don't miss though, for real though.
You do it, man.
But yeah, I understand completely. Like when it's in fingertips, it's easy to fall into that trap.
Right,
though.
and
Like,
that's a bad thing too, because
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
lose weight when I go overseas. Also, I'll miss like my friends and my family like being right there, like driving distance, and it's like when you're overseas, like you learn to like really care about people and everything like that. But sometimes it's like y'all learn to coexist and care about each other because y'all like in the same area like all the time. So like sometimes like you miss people that genuinely know you, genuinely love you, like your family and your real friends. So that's why I usually miss too. Just being able to go and have vibes with like people who I genuinely like, you know, that genuinely love me and care about me.
Yeah.
Even though like I do make good relationship and have people that genuinely care about me overseas too, but you know, this is like a group of people. There's multiple people here.
Ain't not like home.
Yeah.
Man.
Dorothy said that. Real talk, though. But shit, we been talking about outside, though. Like, what you doing for what you doing with the community right now? That's some nice shit.
Yeah. I right now I'm coaching with a 2020 youth organization that Trey McLean started.
Okay.
We play like once a week at the North Charleston Athletic Center, and it's just I coach like middle school age girls, and that's something I started doing last year, and I decided to do it again this year because I just think it's a good way to like connect with the girls around here, like give back the knowledge that I've learned, like just build new relationships. Maybe they want to train with me later. Maybe they got questions they want to ask me. Like it's just nice to like be around, you know, young girls, because like when I'm overseas, a bunch of older people like all day every day. So just to come back and like get back to like your roots with like the youth, it always feels good. Yeah. So I try to do stuff in the community.
Clap it up for that shit,
Yeah,
man.
big up.
Man.
Thank you.
So when you're done with everything, like, you know, when you feel like you want to retire, do you feel like you want to coach, or you just feel like you want to chill out?
That's something that I always think about. Yeah, I always think about coaching because, like, you know, staying involved in basketball might be like something that comes easy for me. Like right now, I'm like, I don't know if I want to coach, but once I'm done playing, maybe I'm like, that's the closest I'm getting to playing is coaching.
Right.
So maybe I'll feel a little differently. But right now, I'm just more like in the entrepreneurship mindset. Like, I have a couple business ventures that I really want to start getting into motion before I retire.
No doubt.
Yeah, but I also can see me coaching too because I do enjoy it, and I have had success with it. And a couple high schools around here like have like offered me to coach, but I'm still like playing, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
But it's just something I consider, and they do make like really good money now, like in college, like being a college coach. So it's not a bad career path, but I'm still deciding. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So your entrepreneurship, what's some? I mean, I don't want you to give out the game, but if there's anything you want to speak on what ventures you kind of want to touch on?
Yeah, my number one venture is like a lot of people don't know, but some people do know. Like when I was a senior in high school, it's like an interesting story. Like when I tore my ACL, we started the new semester, and I still was like recovering from surgery, so I missed like the first week. So after I got to school, I didn't want to be in chorus. And I didn't want to be like in this entrepreneurship class. And my coach was like, it's either one or the other. Like, and I was like, I'm gonna stay in the entrepreneurship class. Like, I didn't think I like it. I ended up loving it.
Yeah.
I made this basketball training device that got me to go to Silicon Valley, California, to nationals, like for entrepreneurship competition. Like I won in the, like I got second in the classroom, one in the city, one in the district, one in the state.
Damn.
And I got to go to California. And like my principal came, my coach came, my mom came. Like it was a big deal. My entrepreneurship teacher, and like with that idea, I had to sit on it while I was at Baylor because at the time you can't like sell anything, you couldn't market yourself. So I had to like kind of sit on the idea. So now I'm trying to like get it in motion, like get patents on it, like put it out there. But the number one thing is getting a patent on it, like because you can't. I don't want nobody to steal the idea. So before I can really market it, which I feel like I'll be able to do with like the new age, social media, and like knowing different people, knowing different basketball players. My old coach, like college coach, like a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like I'll be able to get it out there, but it's a matter of like getting like the patent and like getting in motion because I never, like no one around me has ever done anything like it. So I feel like I'm just feeling my way around, but I'm still not giving up on it yet.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that's my number one thing.
You was perfecting it. That was
okay, yeah.
I want to see you sitting on something.
Right.
Yeah, perfecting it. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
We can support your real talk though. Word.
Thank you.
We get the city niggas. Hey, my dog coming out. She got her thing dropping. We can't say we us. Can't say we us, but she gonna drop me. You feel me? When he drops, she gonna tell us, and we gonna post the shit on the end of the day. Real talk.
I appreciate that.
Love that.
Word,
That's
dude.
dope shit.
Word.
You know what
man.
I would love to see though, cause recently there's this YouTuber D Frigga who comes down here a lot and does stuff on the park. I would love to see like a female do something like that.
Oh,
get out there,
around.
and like travel around, go to different cities, and get all the ladies to come out. Who the best hoopers in your city? In your city?
God, dog, bro.
Who the best hooper in your city? And then get all these. I would love to see that because
that would be cool.
That would be dope.
It's hard to get females to come out. It's hard, at least here.
I don't know though.
I try.
I feel like you can bring them out.
Somebody just gotta do it.
I tried to start something last summer, like with like the North Charleston Athletics Center. Like they told me, like, oh, we reserving this time for female only pickup, and I put it out there. And like the first day, it was like 80 people, like a big turnout, and then every week it's like dropping off till it's like the same people. Like, so I'm like, what happened? Like a lot of people went back to college. That's one thing, but I'm like, some of y'all that's not in college, like I know you're not in college. 'Cause I know you. Like, where y'all at? And it just dropped off. I'm just like,
start a tournament and just build from that. A ladies tournament in Charleston.
Cause we got some hoopers
We
down
got the round ball class.
See, man, the hoopers I know, man, they all them.
That boy mamas and shit, man.
They mamas and they be getting lit. So it's like either they mamas or they getting lit, bro. Like real talk. So
I just say we just put them shit on basketball, like on a bus or some shit. Pull up the Vibes or one of them clubs
and grab them boy while they drunk up. And be like, you trying to hoop?
Come on.
We got this cash prize going on right now.
3-point contest. Let's see, you still got it.
All you gotta do is play for 30 minutes. You can go back to Vibes and you can spend that 200 when y'all win. Real talk, bro. For real, bro.
I want to bring the female community out. Like, I would love to have more like women out there when I'm going to play pickup. Usually, I'm like the only one, and occasionally it's a couple like younger, like people younger than me that comes and plays. But most of the time, I'm the only one. So I would like for there to be like more female hoopers around, but a lot of them moved away.
Yeah.
Like a lot of other college like athletes moved away and things like that, but. We'll see.
There's a few.
There's a few.
I see this one shorty. She, I think she was 12 for, but she played for CFC. Tall as hell. I'm like, God damn, you the op. Sheesh.
Real talk, dude. It's a bunch of female hoopers around here, man.
But
they just gotta get back out there. And
gotta get back out there.
and do it.
Be the person that creates the traveling female Harlem Globetrotters. Never know.
Harlem Globetrotters?
We ain't doing all that.
See, man, that's too much right there.
That's a lot.
No, that's too much.
Too much traveling to carry.
Honestly, bro, I do a guy, my cousin, uncle, had played for the Harlem Globetrotters, and bro had played for the team that always had to fucking lose, bro. Yeah. They always lose. Like, them boys be out there straight hooping, and them boys be out there throwing fucking water on people and shooting, huh?
You only all one team, right?
Yeah, but they gotta lose, though.
Yeah.
They gotta lose the work though, bro. After the game when it had come down in Charleston, that been like probably like 90 something or 2000 something, bro. The whole basketball team had come in, bro. Tell us that shit, bro. Like, nigga, we get paid to lose, bro. But bro was on the practice squad for the Wizards and shit too. Like before that shit. I mean, well, after that or whatnot.
But
bro.
y'all know Boston's head coach used to be a Charleston Low-Gator.
Who?
What?
Boston's head coach currently, right now. Yeah, he used to play for the Charleston Low-Gators.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I should have get out there and play for Charleston Low-Gators, man.
Fucking my cousin Mo, he used to be out there.
Yeah.
Cause hot sauce, that's so crazy. So were you ever into like N1 basketball ever?
Yes.
Had to be.
All right, so yeah,
Ain't
like
no
that
Play the
shit.
game all the time.
Hell yeah. So like N1 was something that was just like, yo, like it's crazy to see that transition though, like because Iverson was across,
Yeah.
like niggas with dribbles and shit
Skip
like
the
that.
Malou, all
Skip
that,
to
bro.
Malou, got
The
hot
Professor.
sauce, yeah,
Professor.
But
Ayo.
Professor's still doing his thing. Like he does like more of like pickups.
Man, he be playing in jail.
He
bro.
does what like D Freaking does.
Yeah, him and him and Bone Collector. They do a little series, but they do like they'll dress up in costumes or some shit like that. Like go out to a
Uncle
park.
Drew and shit like
Yeah,
that.
well they're like Spider-Man and Batman or some shit like that. But yeah, but so all right, let me back myself up because I really want to know about this food you was eating overseas and shit because that's top tier shit for me because I love to eat. Pause. All right, so
He said pause.
I said pause, so chill on my top, y'all. Chill on my top.
Bro, I wasn't
Chill on my
even thinking
top.
like that till you said pause.
Right.
That's
You could've just
the-
Nah, because niggas won't understand why I said pause.
I look at you like,
Exactly. And this nigga over here, Butterball over here would have been. Anyway, ready to eat some shit up now. But anyways, so what's your typical diet though, like during your season?
When I was in Israel, I ate a lot of like salmon, steak. Not a whole lot of steak, because steak is expensive there. So a lot of salmon, chicken, pasta. I like make a lot of broccoli, rice. Just all kind of stuff. Sweet potato. Like I bake a sweet potato. Just like try to mix it up. Sometimes I'll eat like fry my chicken if I'm missing fried chicken. Like I can cook, so that saves me a little bit.
I see you got that gullah twang over there. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
But what from them did you eat? Like, what was their food that you eat? Those countries.
In Israel, like they have this thing called like Shabbat, which is like every Friday. It's like things kind of close down early, and people do like a family dinner. It's like our Sunday dinner. It's that they do like on Fridays or Saturdays, mostly Friday night. And so I'd go to my friend Sharon. She like would invite me to her family Shabbat like a couple times towards like the end of my time there, and it'd just be like different type of food. Like I'm trying to think of a name of one. Like they'll have schnitzels like fried chicken, like a fried chicken breast. They call it schnitzel. They'll have like this other food is like it's like tomato sauce with like eggs in it. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's like very different. Yeah. In Israel, they eat a lot of like grilled meats too. A lot of hummus. A lot of pita bread.
Hummus here.
Yeah, pita bread, things like that. So
they like eat with their hands and stuff like that.
They do eat with their hands a lot. They eat like bread with their hands. They'll put it on the table, not on the plate. That's something that's different.
Have you ever seen like somebody sneeze and they ask you for like some food afterwards?
Nah.
Some schnitzel.
So pretty much, they have a lot of halal over there.
Want some schnitzel?
Yeah.
That's funny as shit though. Has there any foods that you've like adapted to like constantly cooking personally for yourself from different cultures, like as your time in these different countries, that you would say like, let me go to the store and get fucking.
Let me think. No, but there's some foods that I go get when I don't feel like cooking. That's their culture, like shawarma. It's almost like shredded chicken, and then you like put whatever toppings you want in it, and it's like in a kind of like a wrap. That's something that we get often.
I'm like a pita or something like that.
Yeah, like in a pita, and like also when I was in Turkey, I get a lot of kebabs, like Adana kebabs, different type of kebabs. Yeah. In Spain, it was more like, I didn't eat too much of Spanish cuisine. I eat a lot of Italian food when I was in Spain.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, pasta keep you up.
Pasta, pizza, things like that, yeah.
Oh, fuck up that pizza, boy. I love pizza. I can't.
Yeah, that pizza's good. Very good. In the Spain.
A lot of like oven baked pizza.
Yeah. It's like thin crust.
Chill on my top, B. Chill out.
We ain't even saying nothing, bro.
I'm talking about this.
Oh, man, right there.
These dumbass niggas.
Because I'm about to say Italian now.
Shout out to Italian now.
Italian.
He's gonna be on the show one day. We'll bring the name out. We bring him out when
Italian now.
When he come on the show, man. It's all right, dude. Real tough, man.
So shit, you been watching the playoffs? NBA playoffs?
I watch it, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been missing a lot of games, but I try to keep up with it. Like today I looked at like who is up 1 in the series and things like that. So
you think will win it all?
Maybe Phoenix. No.
My dog.
Phoenix or Golden State.
Yeah, shit on Miami. Y'all hear that? Don't y'all worry, we coming.
Yeah, she not play on my time.
I'm not
We talking about the Mavs, though.
I wouldn't be mad if Milwaukee won the game because I like Chris Middleton.
Shout out to Chris Middleton.
Big up, man. Big up, yeah. Rest up, brother. Rest up,
my dog.
Rest as long as you need to, bro.
Rest up, bro. Take every series of 7 and then you rest up until the finals, bro.
Get Boston out the way so y'all can take that L to Miami. It's all good.
I mean, they are going to take that L to Miami, though.
Facts.
Finals is going to be Miami, Phoenix.
Man,
Phoenix
Giannis is like a boy. Listen,
the thing about it is Giannis will be Giannis. Okay, cool.
He's a creative player.
It's the rest of them niggas you got to worry about. You know what I mean? You shut down the rest of them niggas.
They can't shut down them. They try to.
Let Giannis put up 30. Cool.
Did you see when them boy trap him? He threw that joint off the glass and dunked that joint. Yeah.
That's Boston, not Miami.
I'm just saying, like, bro.
Miami
but Boston the number one is Boston not number one defense?
No,
defense? I don't know if they're number one. I feel like they're like 2 or 3.
I think coming out the Eastern Conference, Miami was number 1, so I don't care about their defense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying, Boston can't stop him. How am Miami supposed to stop him?
Because we ain't Boston. That's how.
Y'all more undersized than Boston. Though.
But see,
I can't stop Giannis.
But see, this is the thing. You got. I mean, can Embiid stop Giannis?
Nobody can stop Giannis.
All right. So again, to my point, Giannis will be fucking Giannis. All right. You just gotta let that nigga be him. Cool. It's the rest of them niggas. All right.
I feel like
Chris,
stop the rest.
Chris, 2 points. Drew Holiday, assist. Like nigga, like really? Shit like that. That's
not happen.
But to win,
and Drew Holiday lockdown defender. So that's gonna be another aspect.
I'm not gonna lie. When Milwaukee won, we was not ready for Drew Holiday. I can't even cap to y'all. Like that was a factor that they added on. Cause we got them niggas out in the bubble. Let's not forget about that shit. Swept them niggas. Get out of here. Now, they didn't have Drew Holiday though. That was the X factor for them boy last year. But we also didn't have our key pieces. Also, we didn't have Victor back. We didn't have fucking Kyle Lowry. You know what I'm saying? So
I do have a good team.
Yeah, and then we play good team basketball. So that's what I'm saying.
But winning it all. It's a stretch.
I can't wait to call you when this shit happens. Can't wait to call you.
Man, you know, CPT is getting his first ring this year. Fuck this. CPT getting his first ring.
No, he getting a gold medal from State Farm, nigga. He getting a gold medal from State Farm.
I don't know. They gotta beat the Warriors before you think too far ahead.
No, you can't. No, you going too far. They gotta go through my team first.
The Mavs are not.
I know.
Come on,
bro. Listen, man. Luka gonna drop 60 the next rest of the games,
bro. Y'all not beating Dallas, and you know that.
Y'all not beating Dallas. Y'all not beating Dallas.
I mean, shit. Y'all not beating y'all damn near almost lost to fucking weak ass Utah.
Don't worry about it, man. Luka got to put the team on his back, man.
You had to see Devin Booker when he had gone 1-on-1 with Luka. Cook that boy.
Ain't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
There's nothing y'all can do. Y'all done.
But what do you think about basketball, like NBA basketball, just in general, like, cause you gotta think about like LeBron's up there, you know, rest in peace Kobe. You know, it's you know, like as far as like the up and coming, like you got Ja, you got Anthony Townsend, you got what's the point guard from Timberwolves also?
Russell, D'Angelo Russell.
Got D'Angelo Edwards. You got Anthony Edwards. You got LaMelo Ball.
The league is in good hands.
Do you feel like it's like really in good hands though?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
They're talented, like young and talented. Their abilities is like, it's just getting better and better. Like the things Melo can do, the things that Ja can do, the things that Anthony Edwards can do. Like the fact that it's getting more common for these young players to be so dominant.
Yeah.
I think the league's in good hands, like you said. Yeah.
I think so too. And
we can't forget about Zion too now.
Zion, yeah.
Word. Even though he ain't playing like.
I would never forget. I'm a Duke fan, so I can't forget about my dog.
Yeah, he gotta get off the gumbo.
You gotta shed the weight.
Don't look at me because I'm not playing basketball. I don't have to do none of that shit. So
tell him again, OG Young God. You don't gotta shed nothing.
I don't play basketball. I'm just saying. That's a big dude. And then he get up too high off the ground and then got to land.
Man, bust a pair of shoes.
Wasn't you just limping up these steps like a month ago?
Yeah, because
it was like 2 weeks ago.
That was
playing basketball.
That was 10.
But he don't play basketball.
I don't
hoop. Gotta shed that weight, big fella.
It wasn't even that, bro. That was my first time hooping in months, bro.
But shifting weight, that's what it's about.
Excuses.
Excuses for what?
No,
nigga? I'm
no,
not trying to be a
no,
professional athlete.
I was gonna tell you though. We have this basketball tournament. I would ask you to play, but I need you to be good. I need you to be good. I need you to be good when you go back. Word. Yeah, so I got the top hoopers in the city to play on my team.
You know,
people always try to ask
me. I have on my team. I'm
he not gonna tell me because he think I'm gonna.
So do you enjoy playing tournaments? Like just pick up tournaments and shit. Like, hey, okay, I got time.
I do, but I feel like it's such a risk.
Yeah, that's what I say. The risk
factor. I want to. Like, I would love to support the city. Like, I remember last year someone got mad at me. I'm not gonna say no names. Y'all probably know the person, but they got mad at me like on Facebook because I said no to playing in a tournament. But it's like I just took a year off because I had knee surgery. So why would I take that risk? And I'm about to go overseas.
She's too fucking good to come play with these turds.
Right.
What
Cause why? Oh, cause who? Yeah.
No, people really think that.
I completely understand that shit because you will highlight that.
Exactly. They ain't gonna give a fuck.
And then like people really genuinely I think believe that I feel like I'm too good to play, but that's not the case. It's just like
have a lot of
people like when you know like when you go and play and stuff like that, people think they got something to prove to play against you, so they tend to play extra hard, foul extra, do the most. And I just want to go out there and chill and like maybe they give me the ball a lot because they want me to go do something and like. And I'm not trying to do all that because I'm not getting paid for it.
No, don't even do that because somebody might try to. As soon as you
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then they gonna say I'm doing too much. Yeah, or she trying to show out. Like, but I do want to support. Like, maybe like after I'm done playing, I'll play. Like, I don't mind. Maybe sometimes I will play. Like when my brother hosted the West Ashley like alumni game, I played. So it's like I pick and choose. Yeah. But I'm never thinking to get to do anything.
Yeah. Okay, so we have like this game though. You're tough. You can be the coach. You can be the coach for our team.
Okay, we can talk about that.
I get in there and
now you want to play.
Hey, don't worry about it. Get out there and guard me. That's what I want you to do. I'm gonna tell Eric to edit that video and I'm gonna do something nasty to you. And I just want that shit to be like no. That's what I want to do right there, bro.
Whenever we set the day, I train.
Don't worry.
I get right.
You can be the coach for my team, though. We were supposed to do like a full team tournament. Like he got us team, I got my team. She got her team. She's just gonna pick anybody.
But you want her to be a coach. Let her help her. He's a coach.
Oh well, that's all right. Bet say no more. Then she might need it.
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, say no more. Yeah, she need it. You go. You the assistant coach and you the head coach. All right.
Background guys, y'all tech guys. We got our own team.
Y'all got your own team? If y'all gonna do that, oh word. Man, you about to get motherfucking.
I don't want no problem.
Football, yeah.
No, he the coach, bro. Word. Well, I coach my own team. It don't matter, buddy.
Understand me, brother. I'ma still get my buckets. You know what I'm saying? I got 10 I can give you easy.
If that's gonna be a player coach, I'm gonna be a player coach too.
I'm not though. That's a fucking problem.
Oh, okay, all right then. If you would have went out there, then I would have go out there also.
I'm a proud garbage.
Hey man, all you gonna see is that Yeti in my hand on that sideline.
Don't worry. I'm gonna come out there with I'm gonna be out there with a suit like Earl B with my Yeti in my hand. God damn it, Ralph!
Not the brown suit, bro.
I'm gonna come out there with a brown suit now.
God damn it.
And I'm gonna have me a clipboard too when they out there, bro.
Fly ass tie.
All right, word. No
So let me-
Shit, if you dress like Earl B, I could dress like Dion.
man. This,
All right, so let me ask you a question though. All right, so out of 4A, what team did you enjoy beating the most?
You talking about overseas?
Not here
all
in
of
Charleston.
them.
Here in Charleston. Oh, okay.
In high school, what
Goose
team
Creek.
did you enjoy? Goose Creek.
That's an easy answer.
Yeah. See, like, because when I was at West Ashley, it was Somerville the team to beat, but Goose Creek was right there with them. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, you know, you had the AJ Green. He was double sport. You know what I'm saying? Goose Creek, they had the shooters. I ain't gonna lie, Goose Creek been nasty and shit, but it was Somerville was the biggest rival. No, actually, it was James Island. Actually, West Ashley and James Island was a big rival.
I remember when them boys spray paint West Ashley and all that with G.
Yeah, them boys came and burned Paul, they filled.
I ain't even been to the school and I know because of my cousin and boy.
Remember the shit, Marley?
Marley been in school at the
I
time.
remember that.
Yeah.
We used to go to all the time games.
Hey,
Yeah.
Right.
hold on, with the camera. Oh, the camera over there. Oh, the camera over there. Hey, Chris, cuz. We just did your joint the other day. She talking about beating up on Goose Creek now. Real talk now. She talking about your alma mater now.
Definitely.
But you enjoyed beating Goose Creek. Did they talk the most shit? Like, what was it?
They had the most talent.
Yeah.
Like, out of the people around here, like, they had, like, a collective group of talented, like, girls. And, I played AU with them when I was younger, before I went to Georgia, because I started playing AU in Georgia eventually. But when I was here, I played, like, with a lot of them. And they were, like, the best players, like, me and them. So, like, I took it as a challenge when I played against them. Like, oh, y'all on the same team, but I'm still going to beat
I'm
y'all.
going to cook your ass.
Yeah, they got me most of the time. As I got older, it's like I started taking over a little bit more. But when I was younger, there was, like, so many of them on one team that was good. But, like, as some of them graduated and it became a little more even, like, at least, like, you know, I could do my thing and, like, we can win, then that was enjoyable.
Okay.
You ever win anything with West Ashley while you was there?
No, we were picked number 1 to win state my senior year, but I tore my ACL.
Damn.
Yeah, but we won, like, we went to lower state. We won our region a couple times. Like,
What year?
I graduated in 2014.
Yeah, I remember seeing all those flags all the way up to 18, and y'all had a consecutive, like, the second school open basketball on that side of that cafeteria.
Yeah.
Full rows going down.
And we, like, played Goose Creek in lower state, so it's like, and I think they eventually won it. Like, they won it a couple times, so that's why I feel like they were, like, our biggest rivals.
Yeah.
I think our last one was 17, I think, on that wall.
Damn, that's crazy, dog.
Yeah,
14.
Right.
I went to West Ashley in 2004.
Careful.
Shit.
Your age,
Yeah, so like,
your age is showing.
Man, them
I don't
boys,
give
the
a
people
fuck,
know.
nigga. Niggas know me.
They know me.
Like, come on, bro. Marley been there fucking. You know what I'm saying? Man, we linked every
And
day.
I still was around the school then.
Yeah, that's what
My
I'm
brother.
saying. Exactly.
So
So
it doesn't
like,
seem that far.
that's what I'm
to
saying.
me.
So you know everybody coming up throughout those times and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I mean, you really think about the West Ashley Wildcats, and I only can relate to the city and I can relate to the West because when I lived in Charleston, those are 2 areas I lived in. You know what I mean? And honestly, those being able to go to Burke and West Ashley, I think that's one of my best blessings. You know what I mean? West
Yeah, I
Ashley, I was
agree.
very limited as far as like sports, because like you said, you gotta pick a sport. You know what I mean? Burke, nigga, you could do everything.
You can do everything.
Any and everything but band and sports. That's the only thing you couldn't have done. You could have did
band
concert
basketball.
band.
No.
You can't do band in football.
Yeah. You couldn't have did marching band and football. Like that shit was dead. But I did swimming at West Ashley and shit like that.
Oh, you
And
did?
I did
That's cool.
basketball. Yeah.
Very-
This nigga right here. GYB, get your boy.
Nah.
Of course he was
No,
swimming.
yeah, chill out. Because I was that nigga, and I still got records that's untouched. So it's still, you know, you can say Larry and all that shit, but nigga, I was that nigga in swimming. Like it's no cap.
I
Search.
think my uncle back in the day could have also.
Google the name, nigga. But yeah, but you know, just to see the transition of West Ashton, just to even hear Miss Williams still being there, because it was Miss Williams, it was Mr. Dupree as the coach, also Miss Ford was right there as assistant coach. I mean, really, like West Ashton women's basketball team has been in good hands. Shit, a decade plus. You know what I mean? If I was there, Miss Williams was there, you there 14, like. That's crazy to even see that shit, but that's just how you know that organization, that program has something really going on there. So big ups to West Ashton, man. Big ups to you, man. Big up to Miss Williams. Big up Miss Ford, all them boys, man. For real, man. Much respect, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all support though. Like that's the biggest thing though. Like I really want to take away from all that shit, supporting our women out here. You know what I mean? Like you doing big things overseas and all that shit. Y'all niggas tap in, bruh. See how y'all can check out the games. See how y'all can get a jersey. See, you know, all this shit matter, though, truly. And I'm even with that shit. I need a motherfucking jersey. I mean, you got the zero chain. I need a zero chain, too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a D.
Yeah, okay, it's a D. All right,
number one.
Number one. All right, I need a number one jersey, chain.
I'll buy a jersey, but I got to wear it in the house. I'm just saying, I can't. I was just saying.
You call it what you
might
want.
block my eye if I wear that jersey downtown, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Who's blacking your
Nah,
eye?
I lie. It just sounded funny.
Oh, not by me. Cause you swing, I'm swinging, nigga.
I ain't tripping, bro.
But nah, big ups though, man, for real. But I mean, if we can get merchandises and shit, man. Them
boy got them joints in Walmart now, bro.
What's that?
Them boy got West Ashton joint in Walmart.
I'm talking about overseas. Her
overseas, word, big.
I know I can get Wildcat. We get Berkshire and Food Lion. Nigga.
You right. hey, I just about to say that next.
I can get our high school shit. Well, I'm talking about, you know, like supporting like WNBA, the overseas women, overseas basketball in general. Just supporting, you know what I mean? Like, cause I know like you're representing your brand. So the more shit like this that you see, again, social media presence, we all in jerseys and shit like that. That's bigging her up, you know what I mean? So I'm on that type time.
And it's like the mayor gave me a day last year.
Oh, big up, man.
Hey, we gotta clap out for that shit, man.
Hell yeah.
God
What's
damn.
your day, man? Let's put this shit in our calendar. It's probably already there.
Is it Cinco de Mayo?
It's July 14th.
Oh, damn.
Shit,
July 14th.
July 14th.
July 14th, we getting wet as a
Lord.
bitch.
Yeah, I'm clapping, man.
Hey, they gave you Flag Day.
We
That's
getting
no good
lit.
shit.
Right, so I really want
That's
to take
your
that
awesome.
day and do something like for the community. Like that's my goal is like have a community day. Where it's
Okay.
like jump castle. I want to do like a 3-point competition, like just different things. I want to make it like something that people can look forward to every year. So I want to do something with it. I don't want to just sit on a day, just like, oh, I have a day. Like, I
So
wanna
let's do that shit
something
this
with
year
it.
then.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do it this year.
Yeah, last year I didn't do nothing with it. This year I do.
All right, let's do it this year then.
You can do it this year, man.
July 14th, y'all. Y'all stay
14th.
tuned for that.
July 14th.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a community. We got all this community shit right here on King Street and shit. I mean, we can do it West Side Street. We can do it in the city. It don't matter.
It
Yeah.
don't matter. I'm
Yeah,
pulling
let's
up
do that
for
for
a
real,
fucking
though.
hot dog. Pause.
Pulling up for a glizzy.
Wow, dude.
Pulling up for the glizzy.
Are you at least gonna have a beverage with your glizzy, sir?
Of course. The finest of the mountain of brews.
Y'all funny as shit, man. But yeah, for real though, y'all stay tuned for that because I'm definitely with that shit. You know, all the work and you know we be talking about this shit.
We
all the
talk
time.
about shit all
Community
the time.
work it's coming into works, but we're gonna go ahead and put that in our agenda. July 14th, y'all definitely stay tuned to that though, man. Barnone, Do Work Media collab,
Right.
big up, yes sir, man. Y'all give it up, man.
Big it up, man. You already know.
Like y'all Molly said, what's next?
What's next on the
What's next for me is like getting back to training for
Yeah.
next season.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't know where I'm going yet, but in September I'll go somewhere probably September. I kind of want to go back to Europe, not the Middle East, not in a bad way. It's just like I like the European lifestyle, so
I got you.
hopefully I land somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Hopefully I stay healthy all summer and can go and play. So that's the goal.
Asian countries?
Asian countries, I have considered it, but Asian countries are hard to get into. I'm not like it's hard. Yeah.
And honestly, like, if you really think about it, like, football is like a United States thing. Basketball, full world.
Yeah.
Asia, huge on basketball. Like, huge. And I don't think
Shout
many
out to
niggas.
Kobe.
I don't know if niggas really understand how huge that shit really is, though. But
Iverson that play over there too, and I think Stephon Marbury played over there
he's
too.
still probably playing over there. Honestly,
Probably
Marbury.
collecting that shit.
Hey, shout out to what that store been?
Who else was over there? Jimmy McBuckets.
That was
Stevenson
Walmart,
was just
nigga.
over there.
See, Steve, and then he came back to Indiana.
came back,
yeah. Damn, it's been a
Stephen Berries. There we go. Shout out Stephen Berries. I used to wear Marburys. I'm sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
That nigga was flam. That nigga said he
Man,
was
them Marburys was hot, nigga. I fuck with Stephon Marbury.
What year you bought it? It don't even matter what year you bought it.
I don't know. I was young. Nigga, this was where I was still living on the fake.
On a pair of Marburys?
Nah, but I know he's I still on that story.
That shit was a star with the
Starberries,
Yes.
nigga. That
I was a
shit.
That nigga had the New York Knicks colors. The colorway, the New York Knicks
He
colorway.
did. He had the all black ones. That's what I remember that shit. I know. I remember when you had those shit, nigga.
At least he had Shaq's Iverson's.
Huh?
I had Shaq's and Iverson's.
Man, I'd take Shaq over Marbury,
You take
bro.
Shaq's over.
'Cause
I
it's-
never wear Shaq's, so I don't know how to
I
support
had to wear
you.
Shaq's.
I would have, but I wouldn't wear none of them shit though. But if I had to pick or choose, I would wear Shaq's over that. Cause then I look like wolves. All you gotta do is wear long pants and then cover the check. You still dumb. As long as you don't run fast and your pants lift up high, nigga be like, boy, the mud's right there, bud. Shit.
They look like wolves.
They did not look like wolves. Am I lying? Didn't Shaq's look like wolves?
And then that one that looked like me.
And he had the Hirachi ones too, bro.
Shaq was wildin'.
I wouldn't wear
I had the
those.
all white patent leather ones.
Shaq really.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Shaq was wildin'.
That was a logo, nigga, on those shits, bro.
Because when Dada came out with that spinner, when Dada's came out with no spinner shit,
Oh, Lord.
Shaq came out with the spinners too, bro. Oh my god.
I don't know.
Shaq, you wildin', B. You wildin'.
I think Juicy G, them boys saw him bingoing after them shit had dropped, bro. Ain't even no spinners no more, bro.
Nah,
Fuck
nigga.
that.
Shaq had some shit.
I'm talking about Shaq.
Oh my god.
Hey, man. At the end of the day,
Big
bro.
up Eric.
Big up to Eric, man.
Yeah,
Big
Give it up to Eric, man.
Big up to Mr. Five, man. Goddamn, man. He rides spinners, nigga. He don't stop.
Nigga got Shaq on TNT, nigga. Sign that check, nigga. Big up, man.
Real
Much
big up,
respect.
though. But yeah, man, shit. It's been a good episode, man.
Yeah. Can you tell the people where they can find you at? Your social media handles?
My Instagram is at Dekeiya, Dekeiya, and that's probably what I use the most. Facebook is Dekeiya Cohen, DekeiyaCohen, and that's probably what I use the second most. So
Okay.
True
You
that.
got TikTok? You know niggas do TikTok and all that crazy shit nowadays.
I got TikTok, but I'm not active on the TikTok. I'm not a big TikToker.
You just watch it though.
Nah, not really.
You watch it already.
Only when people send it to me.
Alright, word that. No, I'm not doing that. Should have caught it the first time. First time is key. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fuck with the Barnone show, man. 2022, man. We bringing back bangers this, that, and the third, man. Wamp_ for Lauren. Follow me on Instagram, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all for having me.
Hell
Say the
yeah.
best for last.
Yeah, say the best for
All
last.
right, follow me on all socials except Facebook. CeeLoHam, CeeLoHamm. Snap, Insta, Twitter. Fuck with your boy. Yes, sir.
You can follow me on Instagram on Lisa2Classy_baby.
Hold on. What?
What them dollar? Why? What them dollar? Why? What them?
Nah, son. She don't even talk like that, B.
Yeah, she do when she get tight though. Don't let her fool you though. See what he said? But real talk,
that
man.
jersey.
Hey, follow the goddamn Barnone Show 843 on Instagram, man. We got that shit
Instagram,
booming,
Twitter.
man. Word.
Hey, please follow DA, The Barnone Show on Facebook. We really trying to do more on that page, especially like we like to go live. I ain't gonna lie, we like to go live
When
and
we
be
get
able
tied
to
up.
interact with people. So
Right.
exactly, we like to talk shit to people and let people talk shit to us. So please follow the Facebook page so when we go live, we can go from the page and everybody could just
You know,
Be there.
interact.
Still trying to get that merch. Yeah.
Trying to get
Make
that
sure
merch.
y'all
Coming
get
soon,
that
don't
merch.
worry.
That shit about to
Merch.
drop.
Stay tuned, man.
About to do
July
14th. I remember
14th.
it.
14th,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
We gonna do a
So
day,
we're
Go
gonna
bro.
get me an
That shit
airbrush
is.
shirt that say
Fuck nigga.
Kira on it. Well, fuck you. I'm
Hey,
get her name on an airbrush shirt, and I'm gonna just get fucked up the whole day. It's her day.
That's a typical day.
Hey, that's a typical. That's a regular day.
That's a regular day for her. But just put her on your face. Yeah, put her face on your shirt.
All right, get a towel.
No, I don't want a towel.
Appreciate you coming through, love. Definitely.
Word.
Give it up, y'all.
And if you guys want to make a podcast, holla at Do Work Media, man. My dog Drew in here acting stupid. You feel like saying?
You know what he's saying?
Word. And if you want a cameraman, holla at Mr. 5, man. Real talk, though. He get you right, though. Swing the camera to your face, man. Word. But anyways, man. Hey, man. Barnone Show 2022, man. We come with more bangers, man. This ain't it right here, man. We come with more heat. At the end of the day, man, fuck with us, man. Hold that shit down. Peace.